Now, we are joined by Jacqueline Ramos. She owns Las Flores Nursery. Jacqueline, can you hear us?
Yes.
All right. Thanks so much for joining us. Tell us where you are in terms of the fire. Is your business located near this brush fire?
We are not too close. We can't see the smoke from here and all that. We're not too close, but we have been on standby for evacuation.
All right, so when did you first hear about this, and what are you seeing, and what are people talking about?
We first heard about this when we actually saw the traffic stopping, and we looked out and saw there was smoke, and then we didn't see any traffic passing at all. And then after that, we just figured, something was going on, and probably about 1 o'clock, they came and said to be on standby for evacuation.
So you've gathered your essentials, I would hope, and you are ready to evacuate at a moment's notice?
Yes, we've gathered everything. We have clothes. We have all our important stuff. My son just took my dogs right now, so we are pretty much, as soon as they tell us, we are ready to go.
I can't imagine it's a good feeling to be doing what you're doing right now. Can you take us through kind of how you're feeling about this? I mean, first of all, when you're told you may have to get out, what are the things you grab? You talked about your dogs and some records. What do you grab?
The first thing for me was just grabbing our important papers like birth certificates and any documents like that. I really don't worry about anything else. And then just a change of clothes. And if I can, I have my pictures ready just because, I need to have photos of my parents for me.
Right. So, I mean, are you, as where you are right now, does it look like the fire is getting closer to you? Do you feel like you're in pretty good shape at this point?
It looks like we're in pretty good shape. It doesn't look like it's getting too close, so we're doing okay.
And how were you notified that you could be evacuated?
The police came by and was knocking on doors and telling everybody to be on standby, ready to evacuate, just to be ready. So when they let us know, just to leave.
Are you watching our video by any chance right now? And can you see what we're talking about? Do you know the area that's burning? All those different structures, like it looks like RVs and trucks. What is burning right now?
At the moment, from where I am, I can't see.
Okay.
All I can see is the smoke. I can't see anything else. But whatever I see that the people post on Facebook, I don't really watch the news much, so it's just whatever they post on Facebook and whatever I can get on my TV.
Right. So it looks like, if I can just explain it, as if I'm driving from Phoenix into town and I look off to the left, so I've just kind of barely gotten into town. I kind of passed that area where it's mostly the Hacienda River down there. When I see my first structures, it looks like it's a large RV kind of park off to, what would it be, the south side of the 60 there. Are there RV parks spread out through there?
There are a couple.
And then what else is in that area? It looks like there's a number of buildings next to it as well. I don't think it's the actual downtown Wickenburg area, but it looks like it's just on the outskirts.
No, it's actually on the outskirts of downtown Wickenburg, where it's like where Jones Ford is and the restaurants and all that. That's what it is. Downtown is past the roundabout.
Right.
But it does look like it's more this way, and it looks like it's more in the wash. That's what we were told, that it's heading more toward the wash.
And do you own a business, the Las Flores Nursery? Is that business near this fire at all?
Not too close, but we are seeing, like I said, we can see the smoke. We can see, my husband went out there looking and he saw a little bit of the fire, but he says it's not where it looks like it's coming this way.
Yeah, and that's good
Stayed
news.
more toward the river, toward the wash.
And the other good news, I think, is that it doesn't look like the wind is very strong right now. Have you been out in your neighborhood? Are all of your neighbors packing their cars and things? What's your neighborhood look like?
Everything is like business like usual. Everybody's just doing their thing. The only thing that closed was the gas station, the Maverick. Other than that, everything is just business as usual. Everybody's out there just walking around and, just looking at the smoke and all that.
How far away are you from this fire? Do you know?
We're probably like driving distance, I would say it's probably about 2 minutes from here.
And the Hassayampa is interesting because it's dry most of the year, but the water flows like underneath the ground, correct? I mean, I would go ahead.
Yes, it does. It does flow underneath the ground, and when it rains very heavily in Prescott, that's when we get water here in the Hassayampa.
And then, but you do have some pretty thick vegetation that grows around the river as well, correct?
Yes.
And it's mostly that salt cedar and things like that. Have firefighters been out in your neighborhood? I know that's something that we're doing in closer to the valley here, where they come through and kind of clear brush out around structures and homes and things like that. Are there fire mitigation efforts that happen in your neighborhood?
At the moment, right now, they are not, but they normally do that a lot around the Hassayampa, and try to get, some of that cleared off. But right now, it just looks like you just see fire trucks passing by trying to put this fire out.
For people who don't know what Wickenburg's all about, I have done numerous stories up there and I've covered different things. You're considered like one of the roping capitals of the world, right? For rodeo, you have like a hat maker. You're considered a very Western town, but there's a decent amount of people who live there. Describe Wickenburg for me.
It's a nice town. It's a nice retirement town. There are a lot of arenas, a lot of roping. That's mainly what people come here for, is for the roping arenas. So it's pretty much peaceful town.
Right. And then something like this, I would imagine, is a very big deal to a smaller town, because it looks like, and I don't know if people are actually living in this RV park that we're watching burn on the air right now, or if people just have their RVs parked there. But I mean, people are being heavily impacted by this as we're losing structures here.
There are some RV parks here that the people are living in, that they are being impacted by. I'm not sure exactly right now which ones they are, but I heard that one of them is probably being impacted, and they've also already evacuated the elementary school.
Jacqueline, I'm just curious, how long have you lived in Wickenburg?
I have been here in Wickenburg for 30 years now.
Wow, 30 years. And, knowing that this fire is ripping through the downtown area, businesses like that RV park going up in flames. I mean, and you yourself as a business owner, I mean, this has got to be so difficult and concerning for you.
It is. I mean, we're just here waiting to see what they tell us, because we just think, if the house does burn down, the business burns down, that's our livelihood. What are we going to do?
Yeah, and I'm sure, a lot of people are thinking that today. But I mean, the last video that we saw, our helicopter unfortunately had to leave, but it looks like they were doing a good job of not knocking that fire down. And, it seems like once fire crews get their resources there with the air tankers and things like that, they can do a really good job of saving structures. But thank you very much for talking with us. Stay safe, and hopefully you don't have to evacuate. Nice talking with you today.
Thank you, Jacqueline.
Thank you. You guys have a good day also.
Thank you, Jacqueline.